Yeah, look, I think overall we're pretty pleased with some of the footy we've seen. Some of the real positives, I think, has been some of the performances of our younger guys. I've had a lot of first gamers so far this season, which has been terrific. We're still a little bit inconsistent throughout games and throughout quarters at times as well, which is certainly something we're aware of and maybe not surprised about, but that's certainly a big focus for us, is to improve our consistency throughout games. I think they've all shown some real strengths and what they're capable of. It's a great sign to see our younger guys come in and perform well, but a lot of the time that's on the back of how good the environment is in terms of how our senior players are leading, how our senior players are performing and creating that space for those younger guys to step into. So there's no doubt that, led by Nank and Tim Taranto, Jacob Hopper through the midfield and Brody and Nick Bloston in particular down back. That's where we've got some experience and we've got some senior players who know what it's like to compete at the top level. To be a first gamer coming through and being able to look around and see some of those guys, I think that's pretty reassuring at times. So just looking back at the Hawthorn game, there was a passage of play here with Seth Campbell where you can see here Hawthorn are trying to run the ball out of our forward line through the corridor, and Seth Campbell, his ability to run and chase and put pressure on, lays a tackle here, and then the guys are able to get the ball and turn that defence into offence. You can still see Seth here with the orange boots coming inside 50, and Rossi does a great job there of drawing his opponent. And it's funny how Seth started that play with a nice chase down tackle, but his ability to get on the end of it in the end was really pleasing that he got the reward for his effort that time. Flick to the next game. Here's a game against the West Coast Eagles. So this was a game where we had Simsy playing his first game, and here's a passage of play where we kick the ball out of our defence, have a contest where our guys get in and win the ball, pressure their opponents, and then able to try and get a 1v none player at the end of that contest, which we're able to do here. Find Lynchy's ability here just to be composed, allow the game to unfold, get some numbers back inside 50, but you can see here, Big Simsy gets on the end of it for his first goal. And if I roll it back a little bit and we look at it from camera 4 and behind the goals, Simsy here, just having a look at the role he plays and how many efforts he has to do to be able to create that final mark inside 50. There's an effort there, his ability to get physical on his opponent, present up on a lead, doesn't get used, doubles back, and then again now gets the opportunity to take a really strong contested mark inside 50. And then this last little bit here is of him kicking the goal and the guys getting around him and really celebrating, which is great to see. So we've had some nice firsts this year for our guys in terms of games and goals as well. So I think the way we celebrated that has been terrific. Next game looking at here is our North Melbourne game. It's looking at a passage of play here where Ralphie wins a nice contest. Seth tries to find a teammate in a better position, which it doesn't quite come off, but it's an important part of our game where we try and lock the ball in our forward 50 where we can and create multiple opportunities. As this ball, we get great contest in the air, and then here's Camden McIntosh just finding a way to be able to get his foot to the ball and sneak a goal, and this was in his 200th game. So I think you can see on the TV screen there how much Camden means to our group and how important the role he's played for us over the last 10 years. So it's a great opportunity for our guys to celebrate that with a nice goal. And last game here, Essendon, I thought Campbell Gray, at the start of his career here, just starting to really feel more comfortable at the level. I think he had 13 spoils on the day. Here's a terrific body spoil, which we love to see. The guys celebrating his efforts there. There's a little package here of 1v2's ability to bring the ball forward so we can win that ground ball. Here's again Campbell bringing the ball to the front of the contest where our midfielders are there coming down to win that ball. Again, competing in the air. Here's Campbell here, looking to support his teammates. Gets a nice clearing spoil again. Our guy's in there next to the contest to be able to win that. And here's one on the goal line where he's able to knock that ball over for a point. So I thought Campbell's game was really strong on the weekend just gone, and in particular he was spoiling. One more example here, this is just, it was a terrific night for Mansell, who designed our Dreamtime jumper, and this is just an example from us winning a stoppage. Here's Mansell here. His ability to work and run and get out the front of that stoppage, and then from outside 50 be able to finish off a nice goal is terrific. And again, you can see the enjoyment and the celebration that he brings, and there's Mo celebrating with him as well. So for what was a great and important week for Ryan and his family, for him to be able to cap it off with a nice finish and a nice goal was terrific. I think for a group to get away and spend some time together and travel and perform in a different environment, it's a great opportunity for us. So we're certainly looking at it that way. The Giants are a really strong team, and a big threat, I suppose, is their turnover game and their ability to get some run and carry with their handball off half back. So that's something that we understand is a threat, and they will be able to get that part of their game going at times. But we think we've got some strategies in place to be able to nullify that and hopefully get some opportunities on the counter attack.